This is also known as the extended side angle pose. It strengthens thighs, hips, knees, and ankles. It stretches the back, spine, waist, ankles, lungs, and shoulders. It also massages and stimulates the abdominal organs while increasing endurance and stamina. This is also called the Lord of the Dance pose. It develops concentration and balance while toning and stretching the leg and hip muscles. It stretches the hip flexors, strengthens the arch in the standing foot, develops range of motion in the shoulders, and expands the chest and front of the body. This is also known as the Wild Thing pose. It stretches the chest, shoulders, and throat, opens the hips and the hip flexors, stretches and strengthens the back, and energizes the body and the mind. The extended hand-to-toe pose stretches hamstrings and hips, strengthens back and arm muscles, improves sense of balance, and calms the mind and improves focus. This is definitely one of my favorites because there's many different variations to this pose. You can do this against a wall, or you can take a band, tie it around your ankle, and pull your leg behind your head to feel a deep stretch. This pose is basically a standing split, and it calms the brain while stimulating the liver and kidneys. It stretches the hamstrings, calves, and thighs, strengthens the thighs, knees, and ankles, and it stretches the back of the leg and the front of the thigh. The scorpion pose strengthens the shoulders, back, and legs. It stretches the chest and hip flexors, elevates the heart rate, and it challenges balance, coordination, and strength. It definitely took me many attempts to get this pose for a picture, so I would say that it challenges perseverance as well. This upward-facing 2-foot staff pose opens the chest and shoulders while stretching the entire front of the body. It is also said to reduce abdominal fat, so anyone looking to tone their body for summer just may want to try relaxing in this pose for a couple of minutes every day and just see what happens. The front split pose stretches the hamstrings and hip flexors, it strengthens the pelvic floor muscles and abdominal muscles, and it relieves sciatica pain. Each person has one side that's easier to get into than the other. For me, I could sit in my right split for hours and do homework, but 5 minutes into my left split and I'm ready to roll out and curl in a ball. The wide-seated forward bend pose stretches the adductors, hamstrings, and the spine. It encourages activation of the core muscles and is traditionally thought to increase blood flow to the pelvis, keeping the pelvic region healthy. The lunge pose stretches and strengthens the quads, glutes, psoas, and hips. It expands the chest, lungs, and shoulders, develops stamina and endurance in the thighs, and it improves balance, concentration, and core awareness. This deep side lunge improves balance and core strength while stretching the hamstrings and hips. This is a definite hip opener that is sure to warm anyone up before any physical activity or sport. The bow pose opens up the chest, neck, and shoulders. It tones the leg and arm muscles, adds greater flexibility to the back, and is a good stress reliever for fatigue, discomfort, and constipation.